Now to election 2022, Florida's only Democrat serving statewide office is counting down the days until her term's conclusion. Ag Commissioner Nikki Fried will leave her post at the end of the year after failing to become the party's nominee for governor last week. Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders sat down with Fried to find out what went wrong and what is next.
After weeks of questioning whether Democrats could trust Christ on issues like abortion,
and this is a time that we as Democrats are going to come together.
Last Tuesday's results weren't even close. Fried lost by about 25 points despite a perceived swell of support.
We knew going into this that we were running against somebody who had been doing this for 30 years.
After days of reflection, Fried says defeat was a combo of problems, including poor initial fundraising, which led to weak name recognition.
People didn't know us well enough, and so it was safer for them to go with a named commodity and an entity than to try something new. We talked to a lot of voters at the end that had already turned in their vote by mail ballots that was like, oh, we wish that we had seen you 3 weeks ago.
Democrats have since done the usual unity rally. Fried has endorsed Christ and says she'll keep campaigning for him online and in person until November. She's urging her supporters to pivot as well, but warns trust is still an issue.
We are making those phone calls, and I am encouraging everybody to make sure that we are going out and voting for Charlie and that we are going out and supporting the Democratic ticket and the Democratic Party. But there's going to be some work to be done. I can only go so far. Charlie's going to have to go the other side.
While 2022 is Fried's initial focus post-primary, she's also looking beyond it. The Ag Commissioner wants to get abortion protections on the Florida ballot in 2024 and is considering another run for office.
Any particular office?
I'm not going to run unless I find my passion in something. I'm not going to run just to run. That's not me. I'm going to find, where I can make the greatest impact. So I will continue to look at what opportunities are out there and where my voice is necessary.
Fried tells us she has no regrets as she prepares to leave her position and hopes her failed run for governor is still a win of sorts.
There is a tremendously large glass ceiling for women in politics that still exists. I think that we made a little bit of a crack in that ceiling, and we're going to keep going and to make sure that we actually break it down.
At the Capitol, Forrest Saunders, ABC Action News.